All right, so what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel, man. It's your boy, and as you can see, sneak peek number 3 is here for the Symbiote update, and I just gotta say it, RIP Black Widow Symbiote uniform, or maybe not. We'll have to wait and see what they do for the mid-month, but it looks like this is it until we get to see the live stream, which has been announced. So they might have something hidden in the live stream for us. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see right here, CM Fragment is letting us know that we will be having a live stream on Monday, November 18th at 5 p.m. PST. I believe that's 8 p.m. EST because the time just changed. So make sure that you guys tune in if you have the time to see what new exciting stuff we have. Considering the fact that they announced that we're getting tier 4 and a new uniform for Agent Venom, which I'm happy with because I wanted the boy to get something, it means that there is zero chance of them revealing null to us in the live stream intentionally, right? They might tease it or they might accidentally reveal something else, because that's been the case, like with Abomination. His tier 3 was accidentally, or maybe not so accidentally, leaked in the stream, you know, to kind of drum up hype. You never know. Null, more than likely, confirmed to be mid-month, possibly with Black Widow, because usually we get a new uniform and a tier 4 for the mid-month. But Null, being the big baddie, being a super popular character, he could carry a mid-month by himself, possibly, if he is good, especially if he's as good as he's supposed to be, considering he's a tier 3 native and all that. But I'm gonna wait and see what they decide to do, because they've been on a roll of letting us down. Apocalypse, Doctor Doom. It's still fresh in my mind, you know? Anyway, so this is what they have to say here. Greetings, agents. The superhero who has lost his legs has acquired powers that exceeded his former abilities after bonding with a symbiote, the superhuman agent. And obviously they give us that line, yeah, we'll announce more information through the patch details. So yeah, this is it. Sneak peek number 3 is gonna be it until we get the patch notes. Hopefully there is more to this update than just these 3 uniforms. I'm assuming there's gonna be at least a couple pieces of content reworks. Maybe they'll update zombie mode or something. Considering we're coming to year's end, I'm hoping that we get a big update to send us off, because they're not gonna do a main update for December, I don't believe, right? I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a mid-month in December as a part of the November update, and then they're going to do a second mid-month, which is when they're going to drop the seasonal uniforms, right? Because usually December they don't do updates. We usually get 10 updates a year and then a bunch of mid-months and double mid-months in between to stretch things out. And we're still missing a couple uniforms from the list of uniforms, or characters rather, that we're supposed to get stuff for, Medusa being one. So we could end up seeing a seasonal uniform for Medusa. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. Now, in the case of Agent Venom, I'm very curious to see what they do for him. He has a decent kit overall, right? His tier 2 passive giving him guaranteed critical rate and then critical damage with 50% extra damage to super villains is amazing. He has iframe ignore on his 4th skill. I think what they need to do with this skill though is actually add a heal to it and make it a full iframe, because he doesn't have an active heal. He has a passive heal, a very good one on his 4-star passive. They could possibly bump up the requirement for his emergency escape, where he heals 50% of his HP. It would be nice if that activated when he was at 50% as opposed to 30%, because when your HP drops to 30%, there's a good chance of you getting just one shot, because 30% is pretty low if you don't have a bunch of HP on your cards. And even then, there's characters in this game like Sentry that could do 30% of your HP in one hit. So it would be nice if they bump this up. Even if it was bumped up to 40% instead of 50, that would be a really good change. Besides that, I do think they gotta go and try and give him a more proc friendly rotation, because the rotation that he has right now requires that you delay cancel a couple skills. And I know you guys are gonna come for me. I said it was okay for Venom, but I think Agent Venom is a little bit too long with the delays. You know what I'm saying? Like the 5th skill delay requires that you wait, and then slam down, and then you can get out of it. That's too long for me, right? Even though he has guaranteed critical rate, which means he's gonna be super consistent with the rage proc, and then with the 3rd skill, it's not an instant. You have to like delay until you see that turret spawn behind the enemy, which by then you've already hit the enemy a couple times, so your regular proc going trigger. But I do like the sentry gun. I hope he keeps it, right? It will be really cool. And then this 4th skill where he goes in and out of iframes, I don't like it for PV. I don't like it for, actually I don't even like it at all. I was gonna say I don't like it for PvP because it's an iframe ignore skill, because you're basically coming out of your iframe, which is the safest thing you have in this game, right? And then making yourself targetable only for enemies to kill your ass. It doesn't make sense, right? If he was like an ABX character, this skill would make sense because you want the mobs and the frost beasts to stay on you. And a lot of times when the mobs respawn, if you're in an iframe hiding, they just stay off the end at the map and basically just sit around and wait, and that causes you time and eventually affects your score the more it happens, right? So if he ends up becoming an ABX character at tier 4, which I highly doubt, right? We already have Gladiator. We don't need another. Well, I would love to see Gladiator get replaced, but if anyone is gonna replace him, it's not gonna be Agent Venom, because Gladiator locks down not only the combat superhero day, but also the the alien, the alien day. So we would ideally want to have an alien combat superhero that replaces Gladiator. I'm just saying that for me, because Gladiator is kind of annoying to play, especially because you have to freaking be super consistent. You have to be plugged in for like a full 3 minutes with this guy because of his 5th skill just being super annoying. But he's strong. He's like really freaking strong. Anyways, back to Agent Venom. I think they're primarily gonna keep him as a support and a PvP support at that. They might add something else here. I think if anything, they might increase the chain hit damage that he offers when you're attacking. They might buff it by 5%. At most, they buff it by 10%, and then the decreased chain hit damage when you're attacked, at most, they buff that to 50%. So I could see them do 50 at the max, 50 for the decrease, and 30 for the increase at the most. The good thing about this update though is Agent Venom and Spider-Man are both gonna be tier 4able, and Spider-Man is gonna be a symbiote, which means an otherworld battle team is in the works for the symbiote boys. Now, that has me thinking that this uniform for Venom that we're getting might actually be a PvP uniform. We've never seen a PvP uniform for Venom. Like, all of his uniforms have always been primarily World Boss and ABX. So if they want to say, okay, King in Black stays as a PvE uniform because it's really good in my opinion, and they just double down or triple down on making this new uniform for Venom a PvP uniform, I would freaking love that. I would love to be able to use Spider-Man, Agent Venom, and Venom, maybe with Null, on a freaking full symbiote team in Otherworld battle. Like, could I even throw in my boy Toxin, because Toxin is actually low-key a really good PvP character. Obviously he can't keep up because he doesn't have like level 80 or tier 4, but like for AC, like he puts in work. Like, I got a CTP of authority on him. I really like him. I'm looking forward to him eventually getting like a tier 4 or whatever. I'm also curious to see which characters they're gonna offer tier 3 and awaken skills to in this update, because nothing has been shown yet. I'm pretty sure that's gonna come in the patch notes. I know some of you guys are kind of pissed that we're not getting something for our Wiccan because of Agatha all along, but that might come in the form of a December patch update. So we'll see. I'm super excited though. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. 3 for 3, your boy covering sneak peeks. If you love to see it. I wanted to see something for Agent Venom, so I'm super happy right now.